Okay, so we're doing transitions off of the triangle attacks, like what happens when they're not agreeing with your triangle. So, getting to the triangle here, one of the things that Leland can do is bury this arm, just like this, down into my hip. And so we can do a couple things from here, but the first thing that we're going to do is transition to the omoplata. So, the omoplata transition, I can reach and I can grab her pants sometimes, especially if we're in gi. So I can grab on the outside of the pants and push away, and I'm going to grab this hip, and then I'm going to open my legs and start kicking in to turn into my omoplata. So when I'm omoplataing somebody, I have to hold the wrist, and then my legs can kick out straight to try and put them onto the ground here. And then I'm going to turn my feet towards me and pinch my knees on their elbow. Then I'm going to reach over, put my hand to the ground, and start lifting my hips up to get the finish. Once again, we're here. I pushed the hand into the middle, threw the triangle up, and then buried the arm right away. And so she's giving me the omoplata. I should attack it. So I'm going to hold her elbow or her wrist with this far hand, and then I'm going to grab the pants with the other hand. If I don't grab the pants and I start going, she'll throw these legs right over my head, and then we'll end up kind of in a scramble. So, triangle here, grab the leg and hold it away. And I'm going to turn, put both my legs facing like two railroad tracks away, kick and sit up, hand goes under the armpit, feet tuck in, on my toes, and I'm lifting myself up 45 degrees. Triangle. Here, here, kicking out, sitting up, scooting my butt away, tucking my feet, lifting up to the finish.
So sometimes you get into the triangle and they bury their arm real bad, or they're really big and you have a hard time locking it up the traditional way. So we're just going to get in the triangle. However, we come here, we get in the triangle, and I'm having a hard time locking it up because she's hanging out over on this side a bit and she's really buried this arm. So I'm going to go to the reverse triangle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come, I got to make sure I keep her nice and tight in here. I'm going to pull her head down, compress, grab the opposite shin than we normally do, and the same principles kind of hold the same. I don't want this running down her back, I want this across her shoulder blades. I'm really pulling her down into the choke. This is going to come up, lock up here. I've got to keep her chin out of the way. We could still finish the choke from here. It's a little bit harder, but I can still finish that choke. I'm still pinching my legs together. I'm using this leg to choke this side, this shoulder to choke this side. Sometimes when we get in this position, this doesn't finish the job, but it's holding them down. I'm going to hip up, clear the arm across, re-grab, and then finish back in the original triangle. So let's go this way. Here, here, press, grab my shin, finish there. If that doesn't work, hips up. If they're burying it, hook in, pull it across, back down, finish. Okay, so when you get to that triangle, we come here, one of the defenses is they posture really hard, okay? One thing I don't want to let them do is I don't want to let them come over top of me. So I want to make sure I keep my shoulders back and I'm not letting them drive over me. I'm going to pick my hips up so I got a little space, come in, cup, pull this across. From here, I stay super clamped, post, swing. I come to the arm bar. I don't want to cross my feet, but if I do, the head side is on the bottom. All I want to do is pinch my knees, turn my knees down to the mat, slide back down, finish the arm bar. Choke from this side. Let's do, we do this now. We're here, she postures really hard. Okay, I want to make sure she's not going to try to come over me. Grab here, just like a classic arm bar. Okay, I can put my foot in the hip, turn the corner, close, turn the corner. Big thing I want to do, keep a good clamp here, here. I'm trying to knock you over, sorry. Finish the arm bar.
All right, so we're back in the triangle, and they're bearing the arm here. And so now we're going to take them over and hip into them. So we want to sweep them over. So our hips are going to stay high and pushing in. I'm going to try to put my hands on the ground at once and face the ground. So we go here. As they start falling over, and I press myself back up, and we end up in a mounted triangle here. We'll have to adjust if we want to try to finish this, because I'm actually reversed on her. So I can sit back for the arm, or I can sit back on her, turn, and then end up in a mounted triangle on the other side. So once again, here, got in the triangle, they buried this. I keep my hips super high, and I'm rolling and facing the mat, putting my hands on the mat and pushing myself up to end up in mounted triangle. And I can hold the head, sit on them, turn, and then readjust the triangle to the opposite side, arm bar, triangle down to finish.